Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into, well, it's almost its own little world, isn't it? The airport. And specifically, navigating it using English. We've got a great source for it's basically a step-by-step walkthrough. Follows a traveler, Jessica, from the moment she arrives right through to customs. It's designed for English learners, so it's packed with real conversations, key terms, all that good stuff. So our mission here, pull out the really crucial bits, the words, the phrases, the steps you absolutely need. Think of it as your essential English airport cheat sheet, get you feeling confident for your next flight. We'll follow Jessica's journey step by step. Chronologically, it makes the most sense.
Absolutely. And focusing on airports is, I think, really valuable for learners. It's specific. The language is practical, kind of predictable in many ways, and the situation's universal. Getting through it successfully, it's not just about catching your plane. It's a real confidence booster for using English in the wild, so to speak. A great place to practice real conversation.
Exactly. So let's start right at the beginning. Jessica arrives, needs to find her way. First thing she does, according to the source, looks at her ticket.
Yep. Straight away.
And what's the key info she pulls from that ticket?
Okay, so the source highlights flight BA286 to London Terminal 3. 3 bits there. Flight number, BA286. That's unique to her flight. Then the airline, BA British Airways, and, crucially, Terminal 3.
Right, Terminal 3. Why is that so important right off the bat?
Because airports can be huge, right? Multiple terminals, different airlines, different destinations. They often use different buildings. The source makes a good point getting the wrong terminal, even just Terminal 1 instead of 3. That can waste a lot of time, stress you don't need.
So, rule 1, check the terminal on your ticket first.
Definitely.
Okay, but even knowing Terminal 3, Jessica feels a bit lost. What does she do, and what's that magic phrase she uses?
Yes, the classic polite approach. She finds someone and asks, "Excuse me, I'm a bit lost. Could you tell me where the check-in counters for British Airways are, please?"
Oh.
And the source really emphasizes this. It is always okay to ask. Staff, other travelers, whoever, politeness goes a long way. Don't just wander.
Good advice. Politeness, ask for help.
Oh.
So she asks, and she gets directions. What do they tell her?
It's pretty typical airport directions. Go straight down this main hall, past the food court on your left. You'll see signs for Terminal 3, and their check-in desks are usually in Zone C.
Okay, so signs and zones. The source mentions airport signs are designed to be super clear, right? Big letters, arrows.
Exactly. They're designed for easy navigation, pointing to terminals, gates, different zones like A, B, C, D. They really are your main guide.
And Zone C, what's that about?
It's just another way they organize things inside a big terminal. Zone C is like a specific section where you'll find certain airline check-in counters. Helps you pinpoint British Airways once you're in Terminal 3.
Got it. So ask for help, follow the signs, find the zone. She gets to check-in. What is check-in based on the source?
Well, fundamentally, it's you telling the airline, "Hey, I'm here, I'm ready to fly," confirming your details, and, importantly, it's where you drop off any big bags you're not taking on the plane with you, your checked luggage.
Right, the bags. The agent asks her, do you have any luggage to check in today? And the source points out that luggage, baggage, bags, suitcases, they all pretty much mean the same thing in this context.
Yeah, interchangeable terms.
So what happens with those checked bags first?
They get weighed. There are usually weight limits.
Yeah.
The source mentions 23 kilos for economy class on her flight, so the agent puts it on the scale. Jessica's bag was 22 kilos, so she was fine.
Ah, good. So the insight there is know your weight limit before you pack.
Ideally, yeah. Saves hassle and potential fees at the airport.
Makes sense. Bag checked. Wait, okay. Then you get the important document.
The boarding pass.
Your golden ticket. The source calls it your ticket to get on the plane. All the key info for the next steps. What are the 2 absolute must-know pieces of info on there, according to the source?
Number 1, the gate number. For Jessica, your gate will be G12. That's the specific door you go to board, usually a letter and number combo. Finding gate G12 is critical. Number 2, boarding time. Hers says boarding starts at 9:30 a.m.
And that's when they start letting people on, right? Not when you should aim to arrive at the gate.
Exactly. The source stresses this. You need to be at the gate or very nearby before 9:30 off. Give yourself plenty of time.
Okay, gate number, boarding time. Got it. But the source adds another warning about relying only on the boarding pass.
Yes, super important point. Always double check the big flight information screens you see around the airport. Gates can change, times can shift, it happens. Those screens have the most up-to-date info. Don't get caught out. Verify.
Right, check the screens. Good habit. Okay, boarding pass acquired, bags checked. Next hurdle, Airport security. This can be the part that stresses people out, yeah.
It can feel that way, definitely. But
Mhm.
the main thing the source highlights is it's a process, it's structured, and it's all about safety, the key. Just listen carefully to what the security officers tell you to do. They'll guide you.
Okay. And the source shows Jessica doing a quick mental prep as she approaches. Laptop out. Liquids in that clear bag. Shoes, too, for sure.
Exactly. She's running through the common rules.
And the officer's instructions confirm this stuff. Please remove all electronics from your bag, especially laptops and tablets. Place them in a separate tray. Why separate?
They just need a clearer scan, basically. Laptops, tablets, big electronics out.
Makes sense. And then please take off your jacket, shoes, and anything from your pockets. Place them all in a bin.
Standard procedure. Jackets, shoes, stuff in your pockets like keys or coins, they might have metal, could trigger the scanner. So if they come, into the bin.
And liquids. The clear bag rule.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Liquids in your carry-on need to be in small containers, usually 100 milliliters or less, and all those containers have to fit in one clear, resealable plastic bag. That's a pretty universal rule you need to know.
Right. So stuff in the bins, you walk through the scanner. Source mentions a soft whirring sound.
Yep, that's checking you.
What if it beeps? Or they need a closer look. The source mentions Jessica being asked to step back, go into the side booth, put arms up, please. Sounds a bit alarming.
It might feel it, but the source shows it's actually pretty routine. It just means they need a quick secondary check. Maybe a handheld scanner, maybe a light pat down. It's standard procedure, not personal. Just cooperate.
Okay, so it's normal, don't panic, then you wait for the all clear or everything's coming through.
Right, wait until they say you're good to go before you start grabbing your things from the trays.
So security summary.
Yeah.
Know the rules.
Well.
Electronics, liquids, shoes, jackets. Listen to instructions. Stay calm. It's usually quick.
Exactly. And once you're through, next job is finding that gate.
Back to the big screens. Jessica spots one. Ah, over there. Why are these screens so important now?
It's that final confirmation. You check your flight number again, BA286 London, gate number G12, and the status as on time. Boarding at 9:30 a.m. It just confirms everything on your boarding pass is still correct. Peace of mind, you know, avoids any nasty surprises.
Right, peace of mind. So she knows it's gate G12. How does she get there? Does she just wander?
Nope, follows the signs.
What?
But the source shows she also asks someone, just to be sure. Excuse me, I'm trying to find gate G12. Is it far from here?
And the answer's helpful.
Yeah. No, it's not too far. Just follow the signs for gates G. It's straight ahead, then take the escalator down. So signs are key, but asking for confirmation is smart too.
Okay, signs and maybe asking. Now, she knows the gate, knows the boarding time. She looks at her watch and realizes she has, what, about an hour before boarding?
Yeah, she's got some time.
And the source points out this is a good thing, right? Having that buffer time.
Definitely. Airports can be sprawling. Gates can be a long walk away. Having extra time means no rushing, no stress. Plus, as the source mentions, if you do have time, airports have cafes, shops. You can relax a bit.
Which Jessica decides to do. Maybe I can have a quick drink. Gets a small latte for $4.50. Ouch!
Yeah, airport prices can be a bit steep, but sometimes that moment to just sit and unwind before the flight is worth it.
True. What's the key advice here, though, while relaxing?
Keep an eye on the clock and listen for announcements. Don't get so relaxed you miss your boarding call.
Right. Okay, time passes, latte finish. It's boarding time. What happens at the gate?
First thing, the gate agent needs to see your documents. Boarding pass and passport, please. They scan the pass, check your ID, standard check.
And if you're unsure about anything at this point, your seat, maybe?
Just ask the gate agent right there. They can sort you out.
Okay. Pass scanned, ID check. They often confirm your seat, like your seat is 14A. Then you head down the, what's it called? The walkway.
The jet bridge. That tunnel connecting the gate area to the plane itself.
Right, the jet bridge. You step onto the plane. Usually a flight attendant greets you, welcome aboard, and reminds you to find your seat and...
Stow your carry-on luggage.
Carry on. Remind us what that is again.
That's the smaller bag or bags you brought through security with you. The ones you keep with you on the plane. Not the big suitcase you checked in earlier.
Got it. So finding your seat. Jessica's is 14A. How do you find it?
Look at the row numbers, usually above the seats or on the side. Then the letters tell you the specific seat in that row. The source notes A is often a window seat, then maybe B middle, C aisle. But it can vary a bit. Just look for 14A.
And the plane aisle can be narrow. What if someone's in the way? Source mentions politeness again.
Yeah, simple phrases work best. Excuse me, is this 14A, or if you need to get past someone, sorry, could I just get past you? Politeness is key in that confined space.
Definitely. Seat found. Now, stowing the bag, putting it away safely. Where does carry-on usually go?
Either in the overhead bin above your seat, or sometimes smaller items can go under the seat in front of you.
The source shows Jessica struggling a bit. Her bag's a bit full and it's a bit heavy, and the bins look full too.
Yeah, it happens. But a flight attendant sees her and asks, "Need a hand with that, ma'am," and helps find space. No problem. Plenty of space at the back of the bin.
So the takeaway is, don't struggle silently.
Exactly. If you need help lifting your bag or finding space, just ask a flight attendant. They're there to help.
Okay, so find seat, be polite, stow bag, ask for help if needed. Then you settle in.
Pretty much, that's the boarding process done.
And the source then jumps ahead, landing safely in London. Phew. But it's not quite over yet, is it? 2 more steps.
Nope. Got to get your check bags back and go through customs and immigration.
Right. So first, baggage claim. After the plane lands, announcements tell you where to go.
Yeah, they'll usually say something like, "Proceed to baggage claim and customs." You follow the signs. Jessica saw signs for baggage claim or sometimes baggage reclaim. Same thing.
And what happens in baggage claim?
That's where the big carousels are, the moving belts. You need to find the specific carousel number for your flight. The screens will show. Flight BA286, Carousel 7.
So you find Carousel 7 and wait.
And wait until you spot your bag coming round. Jessica spots her blue suitcase, grab it, and you're almost there.
Okay, bag collected. Final step. Customs and immigration. What's this all about?
This is where you officially enter the country. You'll likely join a queue, wait your turn to speak to an officer. They check your passport, ask a few questions.
And the source gives us the typical questions. First, you hand over your passport. Here you are. Then the officer might ask.
A very common one. What is the purpose of your visit to the UK? Business or pleasure? Basically, why are you here? Work or holiday?
Jessica says, pleasure. I'm here for a vacation. Nice and clear.
Yep. They also usually want to know how long you're staying. Jessica mentions, "I'll be staying for 2 weeks." Good to have that clear in your mind.
Okay. Purpose, duration. And then really important question, the one about declaring things.
Yes. And do you have anything to declare? Any goods or large amounts of currency? That phrase, "to declare," is vital.
What does it mean exactly?
It means you need to tell them officially if you're bringing in certain things. Things that might be restricted, like certain foods, or things you might have to pay tax on, like lots of alcohol or tobacco, or goods over a certain value. Also, large amounts of cash.
So you need to know the rules for the country you're entering.
Absolutely. The rules vary. What you need to declare in the UK might be different from the US or Japan. Check before you travel.
And Jessica's answer.
She says, no, nothing to declare, just personal belongings, because she didn't have anything that fell into those categories.
And the key advice from the source here is,
be honest. If you do have something you need to declare, declare it. Trying to hide things can lead to fines, maybe even bigger trouble. Honesty is the best policy at customs.
definitely. So answer the questions honestly, declare if necessary, and then.
And then, hopefully, the officer stamps your passport, welcomes you to the country, and you're through. Jessica made it. Successfully navigated the whole thing.
Fantastic. So yeah, we've walked through it all. Arrival, check-in, security, finding the gate, boarding, landing, baggage claim, customs. It really shows how knowing these steps and the English that goes with them makes it so much less stressful.
Totally. And, the source wraps up by mentioning Jessica's initial worries. Traveling alone, big city, first time, perfectly normal feelings.
Yeah, and it shares some great advice she got from someone else, which is relevant for any travel, not just the airport bit.
Right. Things like, don't put too much pressure on yourself, just kind of go with the flow.
If you're unsure about directions, just ask someone. People are often happy to help tourists. That came up before, too.
Yeah, asking for help is a recurring theme.
Yeah.
And the modern tip, use your phone, maps, searching places, checking opening times. It's all right there, literally at your fingertips.
Such good practical advice.
It really connects it back to you, the listener, doesn't it? Mastering the airport stuff is practical. It's necessary. But that mindset, being prepared, being okay with asking, using your resources, it's useful everywhere. It's okay to overthink a bit the first time, but you also want to enjoy the trip.
Absolutely. And hopefully going through this deep dive today helps you feel, well, significantly more confident about tackling the airport in English. Knowing the phrases, knowing what to expect. It just makes a huge difference.
It really does. And it's interesting, the airport is, like we said, a very structured environment. Signs, procedures, clear steps. You learn the language, follow the process, you get through. It builds that practical confidence. But then you step outside the airport doors
Yeah.
and exploring a new place, a new culture. That's often much less structured, much less predictable. So maybe the final thought is, what skills or what mindset shifts beyond just the vocabulary does mastering this structured airport environment give you? How does navigating that clear, defined space empower you for the potentially more chaotic, but also maybe more exciting journey of actually exploring? How does that practical airport confidence translate to confidence out there in the city, meeting people, trying new things?
Hmm.
Something to definitely ponder as you plan that next trip.